Today I'm talking about Spotify Wrapped, Thanksgiving, what it's like to work in retail for the holidays, living in a girl apartment, and finally doing my dating advice segment. Welcome to Out and Down, or as some people may think of it, Down and Out. I'm your host Sarah, and welcome to the podcast. We're going to go ahead and start talking about Spotify Wrapped. So my top 5 artists: number 1, Coco and Claire Claire; number 2, Pool Kids; number 3, Bearings; number 4, 100 gecs; and number 5, Hot Mulligan. And I only listened for merely 37,000 hours. Womp, womp, womp. And my top genre was pop punk. You guys. I'm the worst type of listener. Like, literally having 100 gecs on there. Yikes, guys. Yikes. I had a coworker once tell me that they weren't autistic enough to enjoy 100 gecs, and I was like, you know what? That kind of adds up. That adds up in my brain. I saw 100 gecs at Riot Fest, and my best friend had a horrible panic attack and almost got her shit rocked. And I tell you, the group of people watching 100 gecs were stanky. They smelled so bad. And you know what, guys? I kind of smell bad too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, there's the reason I'm doing a podcast and there's no video. You can't see what I look like. But on a different note, I don't smell as bad as most 100 gecs fans. I'll tell you that much. But you know how kind of sad it is that my favorite band, Real Friends, wasn't on my top 5? Like, I feel like a fake fan, guys. A fake fan. Or a fan that's just, broken and, shoved in your closet. That's how I am with Real Friends, apparently. Because they're not on my top 5. Not on my top 5. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty good. I went and visited my boyfriend's parents. And I spent the night there for a couple of nights, and honestly, I felt like more of an adult than when I graduated college because I was staying at my boyfriend's parents' house out of town. And dudes, after being in a house with people you don't know very well for a few days, it's low-key horrible because you're I just want to disappear in the blankets and curl up in a ball for at least 24 hours, but I'm stuck trying to be the best version of myself for my boyfriend's parents, and I'm like, no, you mean I have to go upstairs? No, I don't want to do it. I did it anyway, and I think it went well. But I was reading a science book about sex called Bonk. Amazing read, would check it out. So good. But it was just so weird reading about natural male enhancement surgery while having conversations on and off with my boyfriend's dad. He's like, "Oh, what are you reading?" "Oh, it's a nonfiction. You wouldn't like it." He's like, "Oh, I love nonfiction." I'm like, "Cool." But guys, I also want to tell you something else. It's pretty serious. I gave up drinking, guys. And I think I'm on day 24. But you don't realize how much you do something until you quit doing it, and then you see everyone else around you continue to do it, and then you're like, frick, dude. I used to do that so much, and I spent so much money on it. I did my budget and stuff because I'm about to start paying for my student loans. I was spending upwards $200 on drinking every month. And that was mostly because I would go out for the atmosphere and the peeps and stuff. I'm sure people might be like, "Where's Sarah been?" Not out, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. And I'm also trying to give up nicotine. I haven't smoked in 3 days, but I did hit my roommate's vape once today for the first time in those 3 days, so I'm just gonna act like I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. But bringing it back to Thanksgiving, I did have a couple sips of wine, and I was like, ugh, like this feels wrong. It tasted like rubbing alcohol. It was so bad. And we didn't have any turkey because something happened. I don't know. I was kind of dissociating the whole time I was there because I was like, I want to be home. But let me be frank with you guys. I'm pretty sure I won them over somehow. Yeah, I won them over. And another bonus of that is I was sleeping on an air mattress and still giving cunt, and I was still serving cunt for my boyfriend's parents and his brother. I was serving cunt. I'll say that much. Like, oh, I bet you don't see girls looking like this in this small town. They do. We went to a coffee shop and I did see people looking like me. I'm not gonna cap. But, it was kind of cool going up to people and they'll be like, oh, like, where do you come from? I'm like, oh, I come from Cincinnati, Cincinnati, but not Cincinnati proper. And they'd be like, oh. Yeah, not Cincinnati proper, but, Cincinnati, familiar? Houday, Joey B. They're like, oh, city gal, what are you doing out here? Oh, just dating this guy right here. I never was one to go to my boyfriend's Thanksgivings. Like, you would not catch me at that stuff, really. But it was so nice, guys. Oh, the people are nicer than, like, my family. No offense, guys. You like to start drama a lot of the time, and I don't want to be involved. But these people, so nice. So nice. Like, is this what people's Thanksgiving stuff is like? No arguments or anything? Wonderful. Definitely gonna go back. I had to come home a little bit early. I had to work at retail job at 4 in the morning the day after Black Friday. And so for retail job, I go in at 4 a.m. and then get off at like 12 or 12:30. And it's like the first 4 hours, I'm like, this isn't bad. And then the other 4 hours hit and I'm like, this is bad. Because when I get there, the store's closed for the first 4 hours. I'm like, this is awesome. As soon as the store opens up, nope. Get me back in the back. I don't want to see anybody. Don't ask me any questions. No, I don't know what aisle that's on, but I'll look it up for you. Nope. Big nope. And there's like obviously like a dress code. And I'm just like, ugh. I have to wear one of my least favorite colors. I guess purple is my least favorite color, but like one of my least favorite colors. Isn't that the worst? You know what? It could be worse. I could have to wear a polo. What were polos invented for? Was it just invented to like make the ugliest, most uncomfortable shirt of all time? I will not be taking any feedback about polos because I have a strong opinion on them. They're horrible and they're ugly. Nobody has ever looked good in a polo ever. Nobody. Especially work polos. Nope. Horrible. Disgusting. Yuck. But the thing about like stocking shelves is that you don't have anyone to talk to. You're kind of just like in your mind talking. You know what? Everyone does that. Everyone has a conscious, unless you think in like pictures and shapes like some people do. But I think in whole thoughts. Too many thoughts, if I'm being honest. Too many damn thoughts. What am I to do with all these damn thoughts? Write them down and put them in the jar? You know what? Maybe I will do that. And then I'll look at my thoughts and be like, eek, like, what was I doing that week? You ever look at your old like journal or diary entries and you're like, who the hell was I talking about? Like, what was going on? You're telling me I felt this strongly about this thing that I had to scribble it down and then like make an angry drawing next to it? Angry drawings. Also, not drinking has made me realize that I am angry for some reason. What do I have anger for? I have nothing to be mad about. I have good jobs, good apartment, or should I say girl apartment. So I finally had one of my besties move in, so now it's full girl apartment. girlalizing the apartment. And it's so nice having more than just me clean. It's so nice. Oh, I could just eat it up. But there's a cleaning sheet and everything, and I've been stacking up those cleaning points. I'd be giving myself tally marks. And it's not a small apartment by any means. It's a 2-story apartment. But my old man roommate left a bunch of his stuff here and we have to figure out how to get rid of it. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Take your stuff. Get it out of here. What are you doing, man? You're almost 30. You're almost 30 years old. Why is your stuff here? No. I apologize. I've had coffee recently and I need to get ready for bed soon because I've got to work at retail in the morning. And I've got all this caffeine in my body and I was going to get a bunch of work done today and I was like, Twilight vibes outside? I'm going to sleep. I need to get some sleep. Got too much sleep. Too much coffee, too much sleep. Up all night. No doubt about it. Up. I'm up. I'm up. I got a table on sale for Black Friday and I am so excited. I haven't owned a dining table since 2018. And I had to get rid of it and gave it to my sister. But I finally ordered a dining table. We've been using my old roommate's table that he doesn't want for some reason. And we finally get to set up this nice new one. It's got like six seats. It's got storage underneath. The whole 9 yards for like $180, guys. Like $180, that's like nothing for a table and chairs. There's some tables out there that I was looking at that were $1,000 just for the table. What are you eating that needs to be put on that table? What's the table for? I've been thinking about getting some like old lady placemats though that are like floral and gorgeous. I love old lady stuff. You know, I thrift my clothes, my wall decor, my furniture. I got my couch for $75. And we had somebody helping my roommate Alex move in. And he was like, I think my dad had that couch. And Alex was like, when he get rid of the couch, like it might be his couch. It's an old man couch. Such a good couch though. Ugh. My favorite thing about girl apartment is my other roommate will just like take naps and sleep on the couch all the time. And I'll get ready to go to work at like 3:30 in the morning. And she's just like mouth wide open, sprawled out. And I just look at her and I'm like, I wish it were me right now. I just want to be sleeping at 3:30 in the morning, not going to work. But God bless energy drinks. How do we like live before caffeine? Like when were people drinking caffeine originally? Like when did that happen? Because So I did some research real quick. By the 18th century, plantations that had been established in Indonesia and the West Indies, and by the 20th century, coffee had become the biggest cash crop on earth. Caffeine was first isolated from coffee in 1819. Amazing. Shout out at whoever did that. You are wonderful. You're terrific. But also fuck you because I can't live without it now. It's like people are like, yeah, I'm sober, but like, I drink caffeine. And I'm never giving that stuff up. You will not catch me not drinking caffeine because it's so good. Stop putting it in these fruity ass drinks and I'll stop drinking it. It's the same with vapes. Stop making them fruity ass vapes and I'll stop vaping it. Despite me not vaping in give or take 3 days. Besides that one hit. That hit doesn't count. Ba 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 ba. Dating advice time! Hi, welcome to Dating Advice segment. Here we freaking go. First dating advice. Shout out everyone who input some questions for me to answer. Appreciate it. First one comes from Rowan, age 25. What is the best place for a first date? I would say the best place for a first date is either a bar or a coffee shop. But I would lean more towards coffee shop because I feel like caffeine like gets you moving a little bit more, whereas if you drink too much, you might get a little sleepy. So I would do coffee shop because that way you can get like a beverage, and then if you're not feeling it, you can like dip out. But I feel like if you were to go drinking with somebody, you might be out too late because bars close late, and then when you start drinking, you kind of want to keep drinking. So I definitely lean towards coffee shop for sure. For sure. I've gone to the same coffee shop a handful of times on first dates. And you know what? There's been some times where I've been like, this coffee's good. I gotta go. There's my number. All right. This same one also comes from Rowan. He says, "How do I know when things switch from casual to serious?" Well, so I've heard that if you've hooked up with somebody 3 times, you're technically in a relationship. I think it really depends on the frequency, on the amount of times you hang out. Like if you hang out like every day or like even like 3 to 4 times a week, I would say that's getting to be serious. Because if you're hanging out with someone casually, I feel like that's like a late night hookup. They'll like hit you up after like 10 o'clock or something, like when it's like dark and, I think that's definitely the casual space. And also, if someone's like really serious about you, they'll like take you out on dates and then have you like meet their friends or their family or something. Like you'll definitely be meeting other people besides like maybe their roommates or whatever. That's casual because probably have to go over there to hook up with them, right? Unless they're coming over. But and then also you could probably figure it out from like text messages because I think when you're casual, it's more like a you up. But if it's serious, it's like, oh, hey, I was thinking about you. Like, what are you doing? You know? Oh, I just thought about you. Oh, that's the best feeling. Oh, just thinking about you. I could eat that shit up all day. Amazing. This one comes from Clarissa, age 26. How do I know when my coworker is interested in me? Is it friendly or romantic flirting? How do I make the first move? So it seems like your coworker is interested in you just by the flirting that's already happening, even if it is friendly versus romantic flirting. I would really just pick up on like body language. Like, is their whole body facing you when they're like chatting with you? Like, is their feet pointed in your direction? Like, do they like move their hair like over their ear? Like, and I think there's another thing where like people's ears turn like red or something when they're like a little turned on. So I would maybe like take that into account, like really see, and like I would also think about the way they talk to you versus the coworker. Like, are they also using the same mannerisms and like tone of voice when they talk to other people at work? Because I think that could also like, you know, hone in on whether or not they like you. As far as friendly or romantic flirting, when I was single, I would friendly flirt constantly. So I think maybe like doing a little bit of digging because some people friendly flirt when they are in a relationship. So I would definitely look on Insta or like Facebook or something and see if they are seeing somebody. And if not, you should make the first move by bringing it around town and going to a freaking coffee shop or like be like, hey, do you want to see a movie? Like a movie's classic. Or if you feel like you want something casual that could last long and you already know you're interested, then drinks. Because you can loosen up and, be out later since you already know this guy. Whereas the first date, coffee, easy, but you know this guy. So I would say bar. To be like, hey. Or if you really want to, like, low-key friend zone him before dating him, I'd be like, hey, come to my friend's game night. Like, you'll have a ton of fun. Or like, oh, my friends and I are doing this thing. That way they can kind of figure out, like, is he flirting with her romantically or friendly? Like, I feel like it's always good to get a second IRL opinion. For real. So I hope that helps, Clarissa. Thank you for listening. Next question comes from Lily, 19. Can the girl make the first move? If so, how? I think the girl can make the first move for sure. You just kind of have to play it down, which kind of sucks, but it's true. Like, make him think that he's making the first move when it's really you. I would just, if you add somebody, like, hypothetically on Snapchat, you could be like, what are you doing this week? And if they're like, oh, nothing, then just be like, you want to do me? You got plans on Saturday night now. It's me, bitch. No. It's all about body language. IRL body language, guys. You know, work on your flirty smile. Like, do the hair behind the ear trick, guys. Fucking put that shit in. Oh, sorry. Oh, but yeah, you can definitely make the first move. I personally prefer it. I don't like waiting around and seeing what's going on. When I met my boyfriend, the first time we hung out, I was like, so how do you see me? Like, are we just friends or like, are we romantic? He was like, well, I think you're really pretty. And then I was like, okay, like, can I kiss you? And like, if it doesn't go well, we can just be friends. It went well. You know, just lay it down there. The worst thing that can happen is they say no, you know, or be like, ew, gross. Just be like, hey, can I try kissing you? You know, like, don't dip your toes in and be like, want to make out. You gotta be like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we like kissed or something? You know, really dumb it down for them. No offense, man. I know some of you listen. Moving on, the next one is from Hannah, 21. I went on a date with a girl and I thought it went well, but she won't text me back. What should I do? I would just leave it. Like, no offense, Hannah, if you went on a date and she's refusing to text you back, and if it's been over 3 days, I wouldn't do anything. Because I think the 3-day rule is, like, perf. Like, somebody hasn't DM'd you or, like, snapped you in 3 days and you're, like, trying to be romantic with them, I think they're over it, and I think you should get over it. Just my opinion. It really depends on how far the date went and if you're messaging them during the work week. Like, was this a date that you, like, went on and were at for a few hours, or did you stay at this girl's house? Because if you stayed at the girl's house, that's a little different. And she might owe you more than just a ghost, you know? But if you only texted her once, I would either say walk away, or I would say maybe try one more time, and then if she doesn't reply, then walk away completely, you know? I wouldn't spend my time thinking about someone who doesn't spend their time thinking about me. But, good luck, Hannah. I hope it goes well. I don't know. I hope it goes well. Or fuck them, you know? Moving on. Next one is from Mark, 24. I don't know what to get my girlfriend for Christmas. She says she doesn't want anything, and I don't know what to do. Okay, Mark. I see you. I would get her something regardless. Because if she says she doesn't want anything, she's a liar. Everybody wants something for Christmas. Can you imagine Christmas Day she gets you something and then you get her nothing, dude? Horrible. I would get her... It depends what kind of girl you're dating. Like, is she the flowers, chocolate type? Like, you can do that. That's a classic move. Or is she more like a routine girl that's like, I need this, that, done. I would get her something to make her, like, chore days easier. Whether it's, like, honestly, like a gift card to, like, a grocery store, or, like, a gift card to, like, her favorite restaurant or something. Or even is she's a Starbucks girly, Starbucks gift card, but personally I'm Dunkin' Donuts. Something that like can be useful in the day to day, that's like practical for the practical girlies. And then if you're dating more of like a materialistic girly, definitely like jewelry, flowers, chocolate. Or you could like get her something that's like of interest, like pop culture wise. Like some people collect Funko Pops. Like I have a close friend that always gets me like pop culture gifts. So like she'll get me stickers and like mugs. And they're really cute and I like them, you know, I'm a pop culture girly. So you could either go that way, but I would definitely try to like look into her interests, maybe see something that she's been wanting to get. Like just really pick up on clues. Like for example, if she's like, "Damn, like I wish I had a blender." I don't know. Or, you know, figure out something that she seems like she's missing. Be like, "Hey, I got this for you." Take notes. Mental notes, Mark. Mental fucking notes. Mental notes. My foot's asleep. Alright, and my final dating advice question comes from somebody who did not want to be named. I've been on 3 dates with this person, and I'm not sure how I feel about them. What should I do that can help me make up my mind? So I would say that if you've been on 3 dates with somebody and are not sure what to make of it, it's probably not the best person to hang out with still. Because I feel like even after... So, when you... Okay, let me redo this. So I think you probably should let this person go. If you've been on that many dates and you're not sure, I don't think it's the person for you. What I would do when I was single is I would go on one date, and if it felt a little like I was like, maybe I'll give it one more try and see if I can make this work. Because, like, this person seems cool. And if by the second date it was weird again, then you should walk away. Third date's pretty a lot, you know? Also, I would say this varies. Like, I feel like you can tell a lot by how you feel about a person by the first kiss. If the first kiss doesn't go well, then I would say cut it off. But by the third date, I'm sure you had kissed by now. And if you had kissed and didn't know how you feel about them, then I think that's a no-go, my friend. A no-go. But also, sometimes you like go on a date with somebody and you don't vibe and you should walk away romantically. You could always be friends with them. That's always a viable option, as long as, you know, they're not like obsessed with you or something. Because you can only be friends with somebody if you're both not romantically attracted to each other. Like, there's no way to be friends with somebody who is super into you and you're not into them, because that just makes it awkward. Like, I'm sure we've all had that moment in, like, high school especially, where you've had a guy friend and he's like, I need to tell, like, we need to talk. I need to tell you something important. And you're just like, fuck you. Like, no. Don't tell me this important thing. I don't want to fucking know. Do not. And they're just like, well, I love you. No, I don't love you. I don't know you like that, man. Jeez Louise, guys. Jeez Louise. Get interested in somebody else. For real, for real. So let's bring it around again to the holiday talk. Are you guys excited for Christmas? Oh my god. I'm hearing Christmas music everywhere. People are wearing the ugliest fucking sweaters I've seen in my life, including myself. You know, Christmas is nice, guys. It's nice. But working at retail store, why is there not enough Hanukkah stuff? Cincinnati has a lot of Jewish people. What? Where's the Hanukkah stuff, guys? What are we doing? Christmas is fun and all, but like, what about other religions? What's going on? I don't know. I don't have any Jewish friends. I lied. I have a couple. I'm fake. Guys, I'm a fake friend. Unlike my favorite band, Real Friends. Because you know what? They're real friends. But apparently not, because Dan Lampton left the band a few years ago. Heyo! That's horrible. That's horrible. It hasn't been the same since they broke up. God, why am I doing so many character voices? This is what happens when I drink caffeine. And since I'm not drinking or like smoking nicotine anymore, I feel like I'm just a giant baby. I'm like a teenager that's like, yeah, I don't vape or drink anything. Like, I'm way better than everyone else around me. And honestly, as an adult, guys, I feel lame. I feel like lame-o kablamo. Like, my roommates keep going out and getting drunk, and I'm just, like, sleeping because I have to work in the morning. Or, like, reading books. And, like, taking care of my body. Eating full meals instead of little snacks. Yeah, dude. That brings us to the last topic. Fuck acne, yo. Fuck it. Who likes acne? No one woke up. Nobody has ever woken up and been like, ooh, zit in my face. What the hell? Go away, dude. Go away. But since I've given up alcohol and like my skin's kind of clearing up a little bit, not a whole lot, but it's not as puffy. And like I've lost my ass because I lost weight. RIP my ass. It's gone. If you see it, tell it I said hi. And quitting nicotine, my skin, the color is coming back. Like I'm not as pale. I don't look dead anymore. And I like sleep a lot better. And I can breathe at night. That's crazy. And it's like you don't really think about how much this stuff's affecting you when you do it every day. And then when you stop, you're like, oh wow. I have to deal with my thoughts. I have to like control my anger that I didn't realize I had anymore. What am I, a teenage girl with anger issues? No. I'm 25 years old. Why am I angry? What am I angry about? I know I said this earlier, but what am I angry about? Society? Depression? Like on these commercials are like, I'm trying to think of a random drug. Make one up. Try Simtula. Simtula is amazing for manic depression. And then the side effect person comes in. Simtula may result in death, stroke, waking, pregnancy. Death. Just keeps going. A new neck, a new back, a new pussy, and a new crack. Too many side effects. Too many bloody goddamn side effects of these goddamn medications. Who's taking these medications? I'm pretty sure I saw somebody like edit a post and it was like, oh, Ozempic. And if you don't know what Ozempic is, it's what diabetic people need, and then there's some sort of like supply chain issues. But celebrities are taking it to like lose ton of weight, like 10 to 20 pounds or whatever. And they look good, I'm not gonna lie, but damn, you don't need to take that much. I'm not here to body shame. No. And it's like, since I have like more money and stuff, I've been thinking about getting work done. Not like heavy work, but like maybe doing like a chemical face peel for my acne, or like maybe getting my eyebrows microbladed and filled in. I'm not on the Botox train yet, guys. My mom has tried me to get on the Botox train, and it's not happening. Ain't no way I'm getting on the Botox train this early. You guys can drop me off. I'm not going. I'm staying home from the Botox train. But it can't feel good to get that shit in your face. It's probably gotta feel crazy. And then I've heard that it can like migrate to parts of your face you don't want it to be in, and I just can't imagine not having control over what part of my face looks like. Because I feel like when you don't have anything in your face, you kind of can control it. You know? But like if you have shit like that, you have to like go somewhere and get it taken out. I don't know. What do I know about Botox? I know nothing. Did you guys see that Do you guys like this podcast? Well, you should recommend it to a friend, because I would really appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who's listened this year, and I really appreciate it. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and it means a lot to have people listen in, and I love you, love you, love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. 50 billion kisses to all my 10 listeners. You would die if you had that many kisses at once, guys. I just want to let you know. But I'm sending it out there, and you're going to get it in a formal email, and you're going to open it, and then the internet is going to give you the kisses, and the internet's going to take over your soul and turn you to an AI robot. So, thank you, fans. You have that to listen to. My 1010 fans. Num, 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 num. Man, guys. What a year it has been. What a wrap up to the year. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. And if you have a topic you'd like to talk about or have me talk about, feel free to DM me on Insta, guys. Feel free. And you know what? I hope my Midwest homies buy a jacket, guys. It's getting to be 20 degrees outside. Get some Ugg boots. Get some winter jackets, because it's fucking cold. It's cold as balls. Besides balls are... Do balls get cold? Yeah, they get cold. But anyway, I hope you guys had a fun time listening. And I hope you listen in again. And if you've never listened before, thank you for checking me out. Love you, love you, love you. Appreciate you guys to the fullest, dog. Alright. And that concludes our episode. I'm out. And I hope that you're not down. Goodbye. Mwah.